Hi, viewers. We once again welcome you to this university podcast series. And as we know, going to college is a big decision, and each college has its own ecosystem. And we are talking about some of the premier universities. We also talk about a name called Thapar Institute of Engineering and Technology and Thapar School of Liberal Arts and Sciences. So today we have with us Professor Vinay and we have Professor Rahul. We welcome you, sir. You have come all the way from Patiala, and it is a great honor for us to receive you over here and conduct this podcast. So, to begin with, we would like to know from you, first of all, uh, what is this Thapar University Engineering College and a new college that you have started with the Thapar School of Liberal Arts and Sciences. So, give us a good idea about these, colleges.
Right. So thank you very much for calling us here. My name is Vinay Kumar. Thapar Institute was established in 1956, and the foundation stone was laid by our first president of India, Dr. Rajendra Prasad. And from 56 to 75, in fact, 85, it was a college under state university. And in 1985, through an act of the parliament, we became a deemed university. From 1985 onwards, we started acting as a university. And in 2007, we started a school of business. It is called as LM Thapar School of Management.
Okay.
And then 2019, we started another school, which is called as Thapar School of Liberal Arts and Sciences.
Okay.
So at Thapar Institute, we have many departments and two schools. Some of these departments are core engineering departments. For example, computer science department, electronics department, electrical engineering department, mechanical engineering department, civil engineering department, chemical engineering department, and then we have biotechnology department. To support and to further the research of the institution, we have a department of physics, department of chemistry, department of mathematics, and department of humanities.
So that is primarily for BSc courses or BSc programs.
Well, they only offer master's program.
Okay.
For BSc chemistry, mathematics, and physics, we have School of Liberal Arts and Sciences.
School of Liberal Arts. Okay.
So as departments, they don't offer any undergraduate independent degrees. Whereas the engineering departments, they offer undergraduate degree in engineering, and they also offer masters and PhD. PhD is offered in all of our departments and schools.
Okay.
Except School of Liberal Arts and Sciences, which we plan to start in July 2024, the doctoral degree.
Okay, the doctoral program.
The doctoral program at School of Liberal Arts and Sciences.
Okay.
So these departments offer multiple undergraduate programs. For example, computer science and engineering offers computer engineering, computer science and engineering, and computer science and business studies. Electronics department offers electronics and communication engineering, electronics and computer engineering, and VLSI technology.
Okay.
And electronics. And then our electrical engineering department, it offers electrical engineering, electronics, electrical instrumentation and electronic engineering,
Okay.
and biomedical engineering, and few master's program.
Mm-hmm.
Similarly, our mechanical engineering department offers mechanical engineering and robotics and AI program.
Okay.
And civil engineering offers civil engineering and civil and computer engineering program. Chemical engineering offers chemical engineering program, and biotechnology offers biotechnology program. So these are generally the programs which Thapar as an institute offers. At the School of Management, we offer MBA, which is Management in Business Administration, and PhD programs are also there. So these are more or less the programs which our university offers, and we have students from all across the country.
Okay.
And we have international students too, and NRI students, and so on and so forth. So we have all kinds of students. And our university is or institute is situated right in the heart of the city. So Patiala is a really good city in that sense.
Yeah. So like our campus is also very beautiful, and outside campus also the life is very exciting.
Okay.
As sir correctly said, it's right in the middle of the city, and all big food joints, clothing stores. All these stores.
Patiala is famous for what, like?
So it's famous for food. It's famous for
Okay.
culture. Yeah.
Okay.
So you must have heard about Patiala salwar,
Patiala
kurti,
suits. Yes,
Patiala
yes, yes,
jutti.
yes, yes.
So many cultural things come from Patiala
Okay,
itself. Yeah.
okay.
So being situated at very middle of the city, all eminent places are very close to you. Like big food joints and clothing stores or restaurants, they are just 5 minutes away from the campus itself.
Okay.
So outside campus life is equally good, and it's worth to have an experience.
I have heard that Thapar University, when we talk about it, has a very vibrant campus, like 250 acres campus, and all facilities within the campus. So, tell us a little about the student life inside Thapar.
Yeah, so you correctly said we have a very big campus, 250 acres campus, really green campus, and world class infrastructure. If we talk about library, we have one of the best library in the country itself. It has been awarded seventh in ranking around the world. And then we have multiple hostels. So basically, it's a residential program. All our students who wish to take hostels, they get the hostels inside. So we have almost 16 big hostels.
Is it compulsory to take hostels?
It is not compulsory.
It's not compulsory.
It's not compulsory. Okay. It's wishful. If they want to take accommodation inside, then they can get accommodation inside. So all these hostels are state of the art. Almost all hostels are these days are air conditioned, and for food services we have Sodexo. We have hired Sodexo, which is again one of the very known and famous and hygiene wise and everything. It's everybody knows Sodexo these days. So we have Sodexo. These Sodexo people are operating in almost all hostels these days, and then they have also got laundry services. Inside the hostels, we have some limited sports facility as well. They have like table tennis, chess, carom boards, and then inside the campus we have a huge set of sports facilities. Right, we have a synthetic track, quite a big synthetic track. Then we have tennis courts and football grounds. So sports wise, we have like almost all kind of sports we do have.
When we talk about today's environment, sir, we are talking about innovation, we are talking about startups, we are talking about doing business. And you also said like one of your courses, computer science engineering, is having integrated course in business management also. So how do you see students lining up for innovation, or what kind of facility do you have to promote this spirit of innovation inside the campus?
Well, I think this is something which we take very seriously. There is a center which is called as Thapar Innovate.
Okay.
And this is run by one of the, he's a professor at Thapar University, Professor Ard Gurun. He was dean, and now he's a professor at University of Groningen in the Netherlands.
Okay.
And there is another visiting professor, Professor Olga. So both of them run this Thapar Innovate Center.
Okay.
We have, in the last many years, we have received almost 20 crore rupees worth grants from the government to run these startups. And this culture of startup and innovation is one of the the core ideas of our university. Right from the day students join us, there is a society which is called as Entrepreneurship and Development Cell. So these students become part of this, and they hold many kinds of workshops and summer schools, etc. One of the courses, which is called as Innovation and Entrepreneurship course, which was designed with University of Groningen in the Netherlands, is it is a core course in engineering. So all of the students undergo this course,
Okay.
And we help them. There is a full team of professors who are trained in innovation and entrepreneurship. These professors teach these courses and help students to develop their business canvases, business models, and so on.
So, how early a student can join this Innovate program?
Right when they join the university.
Okay.
So
Okay.
during the Frosh week, they were introduced to this cell, and for the course comes in third year.
Okay.
And fourth year, which is the 8th semester, there are multiple things which students can do in the 8th semester. We will tell you, but one of them is startup semester. So, for example, you are interested in some idea. You take that idea to a team, which is part of Thapar Innovate, and then they make an assessment of your idea. And on the basis of that, for 6 months, you can completely dedicate in developing and designing your idea or business model.
Okay.
And the university supports you in multiple ways. For example, you can get an office space in Thapar Innovate, which is, we are going to have a very big building. As of now, they share some space in our regular buildings. So students come, and then we have connections with the many venture capitalists, and we have connection with the Punjab government also. So these students go and explore the market, and then they try to develop the product, etc. So the whole evaluation of that course or the startup semester is to not only make students learn and earn, but also to help them as much as we can. And this money which we have received from various grants of governments, 18-20 crore rupees, we give them to various startup ideas, so people can come and then they can start their own companies. As of now, around 17-18 companies are working in our university. Startups. So that way, I think students, if you have an idea and if you have an inclination towards entrepreneurship, people have enough opportunities within the campus.
Sir, I would like to know about your recent, I would say, venture into liberal arts. And you have liberal arts and sciences both.
Yeah.
So, what are the programs that students can, look forward to while joining Thapar School of Liberal Arts and Sciences? Maybe, yeah.
So, liberal arts and sciences, we offer BA, BSc, and BBA.
Okay.
The majors which students can take are philosophy, psychology, cognitive science, economics, history, computer science, and then we also have chemistry, physics, and mathematics. And we are going to start another major in data science and AI, which we started in fact this July. But first year is a foundation year for all of our liberal arts and sciences students. So these students will join their major in July. So this major is going to be data science and AI.
In July, this semester they are going to start the courses. July 2024. So like we have a good amount of courses from cutting edge technology, like we have courses from artificial intelligence, machine learning.
So they're part of liberal arts and sciences program?
Yeah. Okay. So if you like opt for BSc in data science or artificial intelligence, then there are a couple of courses which comes with the foundation where you get knowledge of all kind of streams. And then if you choose for data science and artificial intelligence as a major, then you get to have this opportunity to read about artificial intelligence, machine learning, database and digital literacy, which is also part of foundation courses. And then in the advanced years, you have electives where you can study about natural language processing, deep learning, etc.
So it is kind of like we are synergizing the process that we have already tested with time, that is very successful in engineering, to liberal arts and sciences.
Yes.
So you have already a certain capacity in engineering that you are passing on to students, those who are joining you in liberal arts and sciences as well.
So that experience always
helps. It is both ways. Even your engineering students would be benefited out of studying elective courses, maybe into philosophy or into liberal arts, that the majors that you are offering or minors you are offering. So what is this entire idea, sir? Like how did this idea float into Thapar to start with liberal school of arts and sciences?
Well, we had a so we had this MA psychology program which was run by Department of Humanities, and it was extremely successful program. And then we thought that, so since we are doing such a great job, maybe we can extend this idea to have a full school of liberal arts and sciences.
Okay.
And in 2019, we went to University of Groningen. They have University College Groningen, which is liberal arts school.
Okay.
And we had their dean, Professor Hans, who visits us quite frequently.
Okay.
With them, we initialized this seed was sowed there.
Okay.
And then we started implementing it.
Wonderful.
In 2019, we started the school, and 2020 students joined.
Okay.
So in 2020, we had 60 students to begin with.
Okay.
Next year, we had around 75 students. And last year, we got 140 students. So, which means that, we are doing well. And if you look at the faculty profile of School of Liberal Arts and Sciences, we have people from all across the world, from best to the best universities, people from Caltech, from Oxford University, University of Exeter, and many more universities. So we have really good, dedicated and motivated faculty members who teach these courses to liberal arts students.
Okay.
And that is how I think we are gaining more and more traction.
Yes.
And specifically, like if we talk about courses like computer science and BSc in computer science or BSc in data science and artificial intelligence, that experience which we already have from our engineering school, that always helps. We have good faculty. The research profile is extremely good. They are doing cutting edge research these days. So that experience always helps us. And also the kind of placements which we get from engineering institute, we also expect to see similar kind of placements and internships later in our liberal arts school as well. So that will also help us, which we expect in the future.
Wonderful. So when we are talking about engineering, generally people talk about the idea that is there is overwhelming, that is with computer science engineering. Why is it so? Like, and in Thapar, are we equal to all these streams when we are imparting education, or we are selecting students, or it is the other way around? Like computer science engineering is again the front runner of every college, and it is same with Thapar.
Well, quality, if you look at the quality of teaching and learning, it is same for all the departments. We have the oldest departments are mechanical, electrical, civil and chemical. So the quality wise, all the programs are same. But if you look at the numbers, number wise, computer science department leads the university. They have a large number of students.
Yes.
At the same time, for example, electronics and computer engineering, that also attracts not many students. And if you look at our cutoffs of previous years, you will see that people prefer computer science. But it is all across the world.
Why is it that people are looking only from the job perspective? Computer science as a field to easily get a job, and when it comes to innovation or startups, do we have that representation of computer science there, or do we have representation of mechanical, electrical, or EC as more of a innovative field?
Well, all of them are there, but since computer science has a large number, the percentage
is always high.
Percentage is always high. But see, there's one beautiful thing that we have. Mostly students, since they are living in one single hostel. So in one hostel, we have students from all different branches. So they interact with each other, and we also have some of the projects which are interdisciplinary in nature. Like we have a capstone project. So in capstone project, students of electronics and computer science, they both can come together and they can make their own groups, and their assessments are designed in such a way that they will be getting some marks from electronics side and computer sides. So there is this ample opportunity for them to interact cross-disciplinary. So when we see the new kind of projects which are coming in, you find out that there are the students from the different streams as well. So maybe when it comes to getting to the startups, that kind of demography we are able to see in those areas as well.
Okay.
Also, we have other projects, like we have Mangonal project. Mangonal project, this is one of the design project, engineering design project. And in this project, we have teams which are comprised of mechanical people as well, and then electronics people as well. So electronic people teach the electronic part, and then mechanical people teach about the mechanical aspect of the project. Similarly, we have this buggy project. In buggy project, the teams from computer science and teams from electronic side both take part to the project. So we teach separately. Maybe people will be designing separately, but there is there's opportunity where they come together and they can learn and they can always exchange the ideas. So that opportunity is always there.
One question I have in my mind is because a lot of people apply for JEE, and it is always tough to crack this kind of exam. And what happens with those, let's say, those who are unable to crack JEE, but if they choose BSc Computer Science as a course, I'm sure because that would not require a JEE score.
No.
And BTech would require a JEE score.
Yeah.
So how can they be at par if in case they choose BTech Computer Science, or on the other side there is BSc Computer Science? So are they integrated or are they different courses? And I would like you to give me some insight on this. And how can students be benefited out of this discussion also?
Yeah. So I think we should also talk about the admission process in Thapar Institute of Engineering and Technology. So we started with JEE itself.
Correct.
So the admission process designed in such a way that 50% of the seats are getting filled through JEE. And then remaining 50% they get filled with 10+2 scores. Yeah. So if you don't appear for JEE and still if you want to get into engineering program in different departments, then you can with the 10+2 score you can get admission.
Like what is the target score that they should have as with your experience?
10
like
plus, I think it is quite high.
Okay.
So all you have to do is you have to appear for JEE exam.
Okay.
And then I think for computer science it's quite high, 95, 97%.
97% overall, or PCM?
PCM. And chemistry can be replaced by any other professional course, for example, computer science. So that is there. But every year cutoff changes, so but it remains high.
Yeah,
this is mostly for high. Any reservation for Punjab students, and for general, how does this works?
So for Punjab student, we have almost 50% quota.
50%.
So it goes with the whatever Punjab state government rules and regulations for reservation. So we follow them, and accordingly we give the admissions to the students.
Okay.
And for BSc program in Thapar School of Liberal Arts and Sciences, we have a different approach. So for there, you need to first give a psychometric test, followed by the psychometric test. We have interactions with the faculty panel.
Okay.
So after faculty panel, so this faculty panel interactions, they keep on happening over the year when this admission process is going on. So a student is going to fill the form, and usually the forms are rolled out in the month of October every year. So they fill the form, and then we have admission cell. So these people get connected with their students, let them know about the process. It mostly starts with the psychometric test, and then following with this, as I said, there's going to be interaction with the faculty panel. And if you have a SAT score, then you need not to appear for the psychometric test. You can simply go to the interaction for the interaction with the faculty panel, and accordingly you can be given the admission.
So SAT score is also
so SAT score is also acceptable.
What is that score, sir? Roughly around
1200.
Okay. Yeah. So out of 1600, in case a student gets around 1200, he can make it out. He will not have to appear for the
exempted from
your own entrance test, and you will straight away get into the selection process.
Interaction part.
Interaction part.
Okay.
And then for masters, we have a separate approach. For masters program, you have to appear for GATE or UCG.
That is
and then PhD program, for that you have to appear in the university entrance examination, and then.
But how is the course related? Like I wanted to know, BSc Computer Science and BTech Computer Science. Will a student stand at an advantage in case he does BSc Computer Science from Thapar University instead of doing a BTech Computer Science, which is he'll have to go through a very rigorous process of clearing JEE first or get a very high percentage in class 12. And here, in case he is passionate about computer science and still he can do BSc Computer Science, will they have equal opportunities to be placed, or there will be some difference?
Well, as far as many things depends on the company. So nowadays there are multiple. The answer to this question is not that straight.
Yes.
The point is that nowadays companies look for what exactly you know and how well trained you are. So and computer science and engineering, a lot depends on how you practice your coding skills and so on and so forth. Now with AI and other advanced versions of AI, for example, Chat GPT, etc., coding becomes quite easy.
Yes.
Which means that if you have an overall idea of how the world works, then there is a very high possibility that as an engineer or as a BSc graduate, you will succeed more than if, for example, you have only technical skills. So in the long run, if, for example, you join a BSc program in a liberal arts school for computer science, where you will be exposed to philosophy, psychology, cognitive science, economics, and so on and so forth, you will have a better understanding of the world. Which means that, for example, you develop a software. At the end of the day, software is going to be used by some people. If you understand those people well, there is a very high possibility that your software will do better than other softwares. During the pandemic, we had Zoom, we had the Skype, we had Google Meet, and so on and so forth. But Zoom became the most popular choice amongst the people. I'm not sure who developed it. Maybe they were some liberal arts students, but they knew that what people want. And then there was this connect, and there is a very high possibility that this is why it became the first choice for more or less anybody. So when you develop a software, be it for Facebook or maybe Google Meet or Google Classroom and so on and so forth. So if you have a better understanding of the world, the product which you will produce is going to be better than if, for example, you only know the technical aspects.
Correct. So at some point of time, what I feel is at this stage, a BSc computer science graduate would have an edge.
Yes.
Rather.
In the long run, they will have an edge. Only thing is that you have to remain motivated and work slightly hard. And that is all what is needed.
Correct.
And for example, our computer science students, it is not that all of them are going to join only coding-based companies. So we have all kinds of companies which come.
So what I think is liberal arts education basically opens up your mind. And if you see current trends of technology, like if you just talk about simple YouTube. So earlier there used to be very long videos and people used to watch them. But then people understood about the human psychology. They understood how frequently the focus is changing. And now a different type of video platform which has come up. Also, it is dominating on the usual content of YouTube, like shorts. So it's a YouTube shorts. It's just 1 minute shorts. And you keep on watching it. It's kind of rabbit's hole. You never know how much time you just lose in. Yeah, you never know. You just in a search of something interesting and you keep on searching it. So how these people come up with these kind of ideas? This is mostly the human psychology which plays a role.
Correct.
So they are the people, engineers behind the technology who develop the technology. But the ultimate user we need to know what is the psychology of the final user or the consumer, and accordingly the product should be made. So it seems like in the future of the technology, the people from liberal arts, they have very significant role to play, and it will happen slowly. Maybe we see already there are the evidences, but in the future there will be a very significant role to play.
And they're already doing good job.
They are doing it really good. Although there would be some edge with the BTech students, but then there will be a different kind of edge with the BSc liberal arts students. They must be having it. Because the kind of exposure that we are getting, the kind of discussions they have, very open discussions. They always interact with people from cognitive science, psychology, philosophy, history.
So the holistic development is ensured better if a person chooses BSc computer science. Then doing a BTech anyway, which is a different program and a different mindset altogether.
That gap will be there and it should be there. It meant to be there, actually. So, but as far as curriculum is concerned, we have tried to make it very technical oriented. Like this new program, we have computer science honors as well, and in data science and AI also we have 4-year degree program. So there won't be any compromise in terms as per the curriculum say. Because we have all kind of courses which is required by computer science graduate. So like from the basic ones where they understand the probability and statistics, to data structures, to databases, to operating systems, to computer system organization, to the advanced ones where they are going to learn about machine learning, artificial intelligence, or maybe in future we will be having more electives. These days we have restricted electives, but as we'll be growing, we will be having more number of electives for choosing, to be chosen by the students, like blockchain or maybe quantum computing, which maybe we can introduce in the future as and well the opportunity occurs. So that curriculum wise, we can say that we are very close to engineering program, but then there will be definitely certain gaps which should be there.
It should be there.
We should be
Yes,
there.
yes, yes.
And
I
this is
understand.
true for any, for example, not only computer science, for example, we offer economics, psychology, cognitive science. These guys are also, these students are also
Yes,
needed by the
yes.
industry.
Yes, yes.
Because nowadays, when you not only developing a software, there are other areas too.
Yes,
for
yes,
example,
yes.
ethics of AI,
Correct.
ethical practices in development of technological solution and other solutions. So they all are needed, and as the industry is growing, there is a growing demand for all of these people.
Like a lot of humanities students also are watching this show. So they would like to know, Thapar being very known by the name of technology, means technical university, how wise it will be for them to pick up Thapar School of Liberal Arts and Sciences. And especially even if someone wants to do economic honors. So is there any restriction of doing this course with maths or without maths can also be done? Or there are some conditions to certain programs in liberal arts, especially with humanities students. So how can that be addressed?
Well, as of now, as far as humanities students are concerned, we have not put any conditions.
Okay.
For example, but yes, for example, if you know mathematics, it always helps if you,
Absolutely.
for example, you want to take economics. But the faculty members of economics department, which is, I mean, part of our liberal arts and sciences school, they can always advise you to take some online courses. There are multiple online,
side by side you can improve upon
Yes,
other
yes.
areas which are required.
so that, at the end of the day, for example, economics needs mathematics, and if you
Yes.
don't know mathematics, even if you complete economics degree, you will not be at par with the students who come with mathematics, if that is required.
Correct.
Same happens with philosophy also.
Yes.
Suppose
yes,
in philosophy you need some knowledge of history, and if you don't know history, you might still pass philosophy. But at the end of the day, when you compete with other philosophy guys who know history, there is a very high possibility that you won't be able to do that much good in when you go and join an industry or maybe higher education and so on and so forth.
When we do these courses like philosophy, how do they generate employment? Because philosophy, is it only teaching what is left for them, or philosophy can be integrated with other subjects and it can be used as a tool to get some kind of business or some kind of job at the end of the course?
Well, philosophy is what we think about philosophy is that, we meditate and think.
Yes,
But that
it
is
is
not
complete
philosophy.
utopia. What we think
Yeah.
is it is utopian world,
Yeah, yeah.
ideal.
But philosophy is
situation.
not that. Philosophy teaches you how to critically think,
Yes,
how to critically analyze, how to ask good questions.
correct.
Philosophy is all about this. Philosophy is logic, which means that, for example, you want to interact with ChatGPT. I think nobody other than a philosopher can do a great job interacting with
interacting
ChatGPT.
with
When you want to ask a question, if you are not a critical thinker, if you are not a good question asker, then ChatGPT will produce something or the other. But at the end of the day, if you want to produce something of good quality, then you have to have those skills. So philosophers are, as far as the industry is concerned, there might be a low demand because those many are not required. So definitely they do higher studies, but they can write articles. They can become publishers. We have philosophers in our department, and let me tell you, I think students love them quite a lot.
What I also feel is that philosophers are great visionaries, and
Yes.
leaders. When we talk about our business leaders, when we talk about they at some point of time are philosophers.
Mark Zuckerberg is a computer science and philosophy student.
Yes.
His minor was philosophy.
Philosophy.
So,
So in liberal arts also we have this combination which a student can make. They can take minor philosophy or major philosophy, and then computer science they can take, and that would be really good combination.
Great combination, in
really
fact.
great combination.
Computer science and philosophy together.
In fact, in data science, we also introduce some philosophy courses, political science courses, because finance courses. We have economics courses also. Because data science is not about only computers, but it is also about how you look at the data, how you make sense of the data, and how you are going to utilize that data. So we were developing this program with a team of our other faculty members and industry experts, etc. So we have all these courses, isn't it?
Yeah, we are going to touch upon all these dimensions.
Okay, while pursuing a particular course. Wonderful.
We will be having specialist topics from the data science as well, where people can have their own applications in different different problems, real world problems, and they can attend upon those problems using data science concepts.
Right. So, because engineering is a very old program that you are running, so there is no issue of placements as far as engineering is concerned. That too, computer science is almost 100% placements people do get. I would like to know what are the prospects for liberal study students when it comes to placements, because there is a lot that is being said about liberal arts and sciences. But when it comes to placements, there are still, I would say, we need some facts that can be put forward to the parents and students for their confidence when they choose this kind of field. They will not be worrying about placement or the prospects or the opportunities that they have maybe in higher studies, and what else can be done with them when they do this kind of program.
So I think many companies visit our campus, right?
Various companies visit our campus for internships also and for complete placement.
So, have you done one placement with
for
your batch, liberal
yes.
arts? Okay.
So what happens with liberal arts students is that you cannot compare them with engineering students.
Absolutely.
In the sense that they have different motivation. Many of them, so for the first batch we have this 3-year degree program, as Dr. Rahul said, and it can be extended to 4 years for honors program. And what we have seen is that most of our students have actually extended it to 4th year.
Okay.
Because the motivation is different. They want to, suppose you want to do history as a major, or philosophy as a major, or physics as a major. You know that first of all, if you want to join a higher educational institute outside India, 4 years are needed. Plus, if you do a research project, which honors is a requirement, then you will be having an edge over other students. But whoever said that we are interested in internships or placements, we have a very strong placement cell in our university, which is run by a full team, dedicated team of people, and there are students also. I think there is a cell also for
student cell placement.
We have student cells
that is run by students itself. Okay.
And about the placement, if we talk about, so average package is close to 12 lakhs.
Okay.
And almost 600 companies visit our campus on every year basis. They come for placements, like regular placements, and also they offer internships. And many of these internships, they later on get converted to pre-placement offers, PPOs.
Okay.
So, like all big companies, big shots like you call Apple, Amazon, American Express, or maybe consulting firms.
So, are they also recruiting students of liberal studies, these companies?
So, as of now, like, since we don't have a computer science graduate, so maybe,
but now, in the coming
many
years,
of them have converted,
when you will be starting, so you may be having these companies visiting liberal studies.
You can start interacting with them for liberal arts students as well.
Okay.
So we'll see
many of them have got jobs.
Many of them have got.
It is because, as I said, that all don't want job. So whoever said that we would like to have a job for a while.
It is a research-oriented program, rather. I think liberal arts and sciences, a lot of people want to move ahead with research as one perspective.
But if you want to have a job, there are ample opportunities. In fact, I know one student of philosophy. He for internship he got 2 offers, and he had to make a choice where to go.
Okay.
So if you are motivated and dedicated, you will have ample opportunities to work too.
Great.
But this, engineering education has turned everything upside down. People at a very young age, they quickly want to start working. But I think studies are also equally important.
Equally important, yes.
Yeah.
So there is a misconception or maybe truth that when it comes to fee of let's say affordability of doing these liberal arts or liberal sciences program, liberal studies that we call, they are high on your pocket. I mean, is it true with the Thapar School of Liberal Arts and Sciences that the fee part is always on a higher side when you do these kinds of programs, or is it like a nominal thing? And if in case it is, whatever be the fee, do we have backing of scholarships for all the, I would say, branches that
Yes.
you take care of?
Yeah, so Thapar School, so in Thapar Institute, we have different kind of scholarship. We have merit cum means scholarships.
Okay.
And last year, we offered close to 30 crores as in the scholarships.
Okay.
Yeah. So for liberal arts school students specifically, we have different brackets. If you have
Okay.
got more than 98% in 10 plus
Oh.
2, you will be having 80% fee waiver.
Okay.
So it's mostly in
Mhm.
terms of fee waivers.
Okay. It's a merit based.
It's merit cum
Merit and means also.
Yeah, merit
Okay.
and means also. So so there are different brackets.
Hmm.
If you have 10 plus 2 score more than 98%, you will get certain fee waiver. 94%, then you will get certain fee waivers, so on and so forth.
Hmm.
And for engineering students also, we have similar kind of scholarship.
Hmm.
And once you get entered into the institute with certain scholarship, you have to maintain certain CGPA.
Hmm.
So if you keep maintaining that CGPA, that scholarship continues over the period of time. So, but in general, we have disbursed close to 30 crores last year as a scholarship or as a tuition fee waiver.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Anything else that you would like to tell about Thapar that we are missing out?
Well, I think we are very good at research. We
Okay.
have many
Okay.
centers of excellence
Mhm.
which are run by eminent professors from all across the world.
Mm.
We have a center of excellence in food security,
Okay.
which works very closely with farmers in Punjab. And
Okay.
this center is run by a professor from Tel Aviv University, Israel.
Oh, Israel. Okay.
And then we have a center of new emerging materials,
Mhm.
which is run by a professor from Virginia Tech, US.
Mm.
And then we also have a manufacturing center of excellence in manufacturing techniques, which is run by another professor from University of Tel Aviv.
Okay.
And so we are really good at these
International collaborations. I guess you have a lot of.
yeah, we
these.
have many.
So you have
international-
semester exchange programs also.
Yes.
we have,
Okay.
we have
Okay.
semester
Okay.
exchange and full credit transfer programs.
Okay.
as
Wonderful.
well. And for students, I think we have many clubs and societies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the recreational part.
For recreational part, yeah. So they can do, apart from sports, they can take part into multiple clubs and societies. Like we have societies like Thapar Movie Club, which is one of the club where students make their own movies and then they showcase. Also, they showcase movies on big banner and people come and they show in on the open air theater. And then we have societies for photography. Then we have societies for music, culture, art, drama. And for technical part also we have different these chapters, like we have chapters. We have chapters, student chapters. And as Dr. Vinay correctly indicated towards the research and innovation part, I would like to add on into the same breath. Like we always encourage our student to take part in active part in research.
Okay.
So as soon as a student join engineering student or School of Liberal Arts and Sciences, we ask them to take up certain projects. Like if they have interest, when we take classes, we introduce them with different kind of research opportunities which are available with us. So we always have certain vacancies available with us on some research projects.
Okay.
So we introduce them with those opportunities in our classes as well. And if they want to take part into those projects, these guys come to us and they work with our research groups in our labs. And many of these students do really good job. They write in their undergraduate degree program, they publish exceptionally good research papers. And based on these credentials, they also get admission into world-class universities. So that is something which we always encourage them to do. So there is always a group of students who are interested in doing research right after their UG program. Then there are a group of students who want to do some job, and after that, after getting some experience, they want to do research or like master's or postgraduate program. So that is one of these very strong pillars that we have in our institute.
Wonderful.
And then we have Experiential Learning Center.
Yes. Experiential Learning Center.
Which helps. So it is run by a professor from Waterloo University.
Okay.
Our Experiential Learning Center, Canada. And so almost all of our students go through this Experiential Learning Center activities. And it is not part of the curriculum, but it's extracurricular activity.
Okay.
But students are quite motivated, and if you come ever to our university,
like hands-on training is a different zone. Like a lot of almost all new age universities are going ahead with these experiential learning programs for its students.
Yeah. And then we also have a dedicated faculty training cell.
Okay.
It is called as Thapar Learn.
Okay.
So we have a dedicated team of faculty members. They are researchers too, who run this center, and we undergo these
trainings regularly. Because that is important.
That is very important.
Your self-learning and self-development is crux to solving today's problems.
Yes.
So we need to go with all these things. Right, sir. So we have had a very good discussion. One last thing I want to know from you. You discussed that we have world's finest library, means among the finest in the world. So tell us a little about your library. I am a little curious to know about that.
Yes, sir. So library is something which we are very much proud of. Our library stands amongst the world's 7th as per rank, and we have more than 2 lakh books. In terms of ebook copies, and more than 1.5 lakh journal books in the hardcover form. And this library is equipped with all kind of amenities and facilities. Like they have sitting spaces, and they have separate group discussion rooms, which are equipped with projectors, TVs, where students can have their healthy discussion. They can also present their ideas. And we also have a good sitting capacity seminar room where usually training and orientation sessions take place. So it's one of the world-class library, and great infrastructure, great amenity. This complements our all new age programs.
So if you visit there, I think you will be totally
I would surely love to visit this campus and I'm able to understand this 250 acres campus, what kind of vibes it must be having. So overall, it was a great discussion today, Professor Vinay, Professor Rahul. It was wonderful to host you here, and you have been able to give us a very good information, that students would love to, take up and maybe have your own questions. So if you have any kind of comments or questions, you can always put that in the comment section. And keep liking, subscribing our videos so that we can continue doing these university podcasts. I hope you all will be benefited out of these podcasts. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Wonderful. Yeah.